God, it's been a long week.
Yeah. Actually, today has been a long day. The week for me has been fine.
Yeah.
You had a baby for a day.
I know. God. Well, my week started with I think my sister has been whiny this whole entire week. Like I don't think she's ever had a moment of not being whiny this whole week. And then she got her braces on yesterday, so she's been like whiny times 400, which is great. Like it's wonderful. And then I had this baby and God, it was such a pain. I did really well on the assignment, but it was taxing on my mental and physical health. I'm so tired.
So did that deter you from wanting to have children? Is that what the point of the assignment was?
Well, not really, but like I still want to have children, just like not now. Like, not for like another 13 years. Like at least. So it didn't deter me from having children. It just like I just don't want to have them now. I'm not ready. I mean, like I could, but I don't want to. So, like,
Yeah. My bosses, their kid apparently was in a mood one day this week. And so he came in and was frustrated.
yeah, really. How old?
And I'm not actually 100% sure. She's in Montessori. I'm not sure what the age group for that is. But then my other work friend went into labor the other day.
Nice. Nice.
So this week has been like full of children.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to show you some funny videos of my kid. You know what? The funniest part is that after, like, because I only had the baby for 24 hours. But then after I didn't have the baby, I was like showing everyone my baby, and I was like, "Wow, I'm really just a mom. I'm showing every person alive videos of my child, which is a doll, by the way, like $1,000 doll. It literally, you have to sign a permission form to have it, because if you wreck it, you have to like pay Regina Public Schools $1,000. Like it is no joke. It is not just your average run-of-the-mill baby doll. Like it's a whole thing.
Are they software tracked so the teacher can see if you're doing things or not?
Yeah. Yeah, they're temperature tracked too. Basically everything except for they can't see or hear.
It's a managed baby.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, like this morning, he woke me up at 5 in the morning because he needed to eat or something, and and so I'm there, and I'm feeding him, and I'm just like sitting on the ground feeding him, and then he starts like screaming while I'm feeding him, and I'm like, I'm feeding you, why are you still crying? And then I had to like pick him up and rock him, and then feed him at the same time, and I was like, you're such a brat, you want me to give you attention and feed you at the same time? Like, come on. And then last night at around this time, he decided that he was going to eat for 15 minutes, and then I had to burp him for 10, and then he repeated that cycle. He repeated that cycle 4 times. So for an hour and 15 minutes, I was just feeding, burping, feeding, burping, feeding, burping. Why? Where is all that milk going? You're such a small baby. Why are you that hungry? Where is it going? I'm not even kidding. How do, like, what?
So that sounds like a very big deterrent for me, but did you have to change its diaper at all?
Yeah. But nothing, like, it's not, there's, like, nothing comes out of him. It's just, like, there's, like, sensors on the back of the diaper, so it'll know when you changed it.
And what was the point of this assignment?
Well, it's like, we did a whole bunch of stuff on how, like, babies develop, you know, physically and mentally and personality wise and all that, and this is just like part of it, you know,
Preparing
just
you for
learning
the
how to
worst?
take care of a child, learning how, you know, well, and then also like this, it's like the psychology behind being a teenager and going to school and having other priorities on top of being a parent, and like realizing stereotypes and how you have to change your life socially to have a child.
Yeah.
So it's not just about, oh, like, don't like always use protection. It's not all, like, it wasn't all about that. It was also that, like, you know, you face a lot of judgment when you're a mom or like a single parent
Yeah.
and you're a teen as well, and you're going to school, and then your baby's crying in class, and then everyone in class is staring at you, and then, you know, you have to you have this carrier, and then you have to worry if the baby's too cold or too hot, or if they're uncomfortable, or then, like,
Did they provide you with car seats?
yeah, we had, like, carriers. We didn't have to, like, well, how else are you supposed to, like, carry the baby?
No, like
Why
carry,
is that so
like,
funny?
not like a carrier, like a car seat.
No, well, they're 3 months old.
So?
They don't.
Ye-
Yeah, they have. We get car seats, but like we don't get. You can't strap them in the car properly. Like, you get the whole thing, but you can't actually. Like, it's just meant for like a 3-month-old, not for like a toddler or anything.
Yes. They do have little car seats for, like, babies.
Yeah,
They didn't provide you with that?
no, we did. We got one.
So you had
They were
to try
heavy.
and you had to try
were
and
heavy.
strap your baby into a car seat in your car.
Well, you can't actually strap it into the car properly because you need like another attachment, which we didn't get. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. She was like, you know, I mean, as long as your baby doesn't like fall out and like wobble around the car. Because like, okay, the way that like I put the car seat isn't technically how, that's not how you're supposed to do it, right? Like, but because it's a doll, it doesn't really matter. You know, like if I was to get caught with a real baby and it was just like sitting in the back, like I would be charged.
Yeah.
But like, because it's a baby doll, she was like, you know, really, you wouldn't do that. But because it's a doll, don't worry about it, you know.
Parenting best practices.
Also, all the car seats are out of date too. So if you even like, if someone comes, a police, and like inspects your car seat, I'm pretty sure you could get like charged because like car seats have to be like with like car seats have expiry dates apparently. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. Just like, if you get caught by the police, just like tell them it's a doll. It's not like real. It's not a real child. It's just a doll with a
And
computer in it.
if they think it is, you can just tell them to take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can do the project for me, but I mean, if you do bad, I kind of don't do very good in the class. So, love that.
Well, I must say that I never did that. We weren't provided with babies to use. So I'm glad that that wasn't a thing for me. because
Hmm.
I don't like children.
I know. I like children, just yeah.
If I don't have to clean up after them and like care for them, and they don't like talk to you, then they're fine.
I
Otherwise,
think you should just get a doll, Tegan.
I'll just. I would much prefer a dog.
Okay.
I mean, you still have to clean up after them and care for
Yes.
them,
Yes.
but they don't normally talk back to you. Unless you have a Bailey, then they do.
Okay. Whatever you say, Tegan.
If you tell him no, he'll like growl and purr at you.
I was at someone's house last night, and they have two cats,
Mm.
and both cats were very, very confused by the baby, like just the baby itself, and then like the sounds that it was making, because it also wasn't like human. It was a doll, but it was like making sounds like it was a human. The cats were very confused, and when the baby started crying, one of the cats like came up and was like sniffing the baby, and then started making sounds like mimicking the crying of the baby. It was pretty funny. Yeah. But I don't know. I got 100%, so
Well, that's good.
yeah.
So no
Good enough
failing
for
for
me.
you?
No, hope not. And then you were supposed to go on a public outing, like, go in public into a store or something. So I have some pretty great selfies with my baby in Dollarama. It's pretty sweet.
How classy.
Well, where else was I supposed to go? Like,
Maybe one of the like fancy stores.
I don't want to take a baby that would possibly cry into a fancy store. No thanks. I'm good. I have a reputation to uphold, Tegan. Just saying.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, but I was obviously nervous because, people like to come up and talk to you and ask stuff about baby and whatever. So I was scared, obviously. And I was also scared that like baby was going to start crying in the middle of the store and whatever. So I get in there, and not only is there like no man in sight, it's all just women. Actually, no, I saw one man who had two kids with him.
Mm.
Everyone else in the store was a woman. And I don't know why that was an observation that I made, but I looked around and I was like, oh, okay. But then also, I was so scared about everyone like wondering about my baby. But there was an anti-masker in the store who was making a big scene. So no one even noticed me and my baby. Nobody noticed. It was so funny. Everyone was focused on this anti-masker making a huge scene.
Mm.
It was great. It was wonderful.
Did they have a mask on? Because they were in a store?
Yes, but they were not happy about it.
They never are.
No. So that was pretty funny. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a way to spend a day.
Yeah.
I had a 3.5 hour call about technology today.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something. We figured a lot of stuff out, and we were looking for remote management software so that we could like monitor and manage all of the computers in our office. And so we figured we'd try out this one company and see how it works and if we can get it started and whatever. And so we were both very surprised at how easily it worked, how intuitive all of the controls and options were, and the price of it. And so we're now having to convince the owner that we should get the software to make everybody's
Mm-hmm.
life easier and to be able to help the employees much easier, because we can set up like support tickets, which we weren't able to do before, where you can basically set up um, like we did that today. We set up a website, in a website of sorts anyway, that we can just send a link to the anybody that needs troubleshooting, and we can set up like little options where it'll say, is like, for common issues, is your my keyboard isn't working, or I can't print to this printer, or like stuff like that. And then it's like a flow chart of, did you try this? No. Try that? No. And then it just goes down the list of stuff to until it gets to a point where we need to step in, trying to set it up so that the employees can try and figure things out by having us word the questions in such a way that it's easy enough to understand, and that they can just kind of go through a process on their own rather than having to call us in and ask them the same questions and waste that time. So,
Don't laugh at me.
well, she's very cute and she was
No,
quiet.
she's not. That's the first time. That's not. She wasn't even quiet. She shut up one time for 10 minutes. Best 10 minutes of my life.
You threw a party?
Right there.
No party?
That's my tired mom party.
Oh. Can we call you Mama Cat now?
Who gave you the right to do that?
It has like a ring to it, though.
Mama cat. Get me out of here. Like I said, not for another 13 years.
You hope. I like that.
I'm sure you do. You gonna go around calling me Mama Cat now?
Maybe.
Okay, I see how it is. You hate me and you're just taking it out on me.
Mhm.
Want to know what my kid's name was?
Okay.
Pablo.
Escobar.
Pablo from the Backyardigans.
Oh, God.
Dude, it was gonna be Pablo for a boy and Uniqua for a girl.
Oh, jeez.
Except that Mila wanted it to be Carlos. So
So it was. Pablo, Carlos. The last name could have been Uniqua.
yeah, it could have been. I don't know, man. He was mine for 24 hours.
Now he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say that I ever want to be a parent. It just doesn't seem enticing at all. Like, it's just another
That's okay.
being that you have to care for and feed and clean up after and pay for. It sounds very taxing.
Yeah.
I would much rather be a dink.
What?
Double income, no kids. A dink.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't call yourself that. I feel like that could be taken largely out of context. And I fear for your safety if you ever refer to yourself as that. Like, ever. Like, ever. So.
Okay. But, like, 2 incomes and no kids. What would be better?
How about instead of saying dink, you say kind? Kid incomes, kid income, no double.
No, thank you.
Or you call yourself inked. Income, no kids, double. Or kidna, kids income double, no.
Kids income double nothing?
Yeah.
Oh my. I just want, like, to not have to worry. Like, is that too much to ask for in
Yeah.
this life?
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
That's too bad. Sucks to suck.
Is that what it is?
I'm a mom. I have no patience.
Or sympathy?
No. No, I do, because I definitely was way too protective of that baby. And he was made out of plastic, so.
See, but why couldn't they have made it so that when you feed it, in like an hour, it also like pumps it out? That would be more fun, no?
What?
Well, you just like feed it water at a certain temperature so that the sensors can tell the teacher that, oh yeah, you fed it. And then like 30 minutes or 2 hours or something, sometime later that's chosen at random, it comes out and then the baby starts crying. Then you could get the full experience. And maybe it could also like puke it up too. But I see.
Mm-hmm.
Siri, did I ever request you? I don't think so. Maybe she wants children. I am so tired. I know we say this like every episode, but I am so tired. No, I woke up at 8, but I fell asleep at 2. No, but I... Hey. I was up all night stressing about business things, so. And that's not just a one night occurrence, okay? Maybe you should learn to control that. Incoming. Did she want to watch a movie? Oh. Well, I thought she said, "Do you want to watch a movie?" Hence the smoothie. Why didn't she get Invisalign? Do you not live with them? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Oh, I had that too. That's a palatal expander. Possibly. Yeah. You know, after like 2 years of wearing Invisalign, it wasn't even 2 years. But I also had to wear a retainer for 6 months prior to that, as well as the thing in the top of my mouth. And so now I have just like come to the position of if my teeth work, I don't care how angular they are. What is that? Why do you have a golden rainbow rabbit?
Where's my? It's for a friend of mine, and I also got them this.
Okay.
And this one is so cute. So you know.
Um, Anna and I decided that we're not doing gifts this year. We're just going to get boba.
Sounds good. I like that.
Okay. We need to pick a time then.
But like, what if I already like bought you something?
I would question why you did that.
Okay, well, like, let's say I didn't spend that much money on you anyways, so. Let's say I spent like $5.99 on you. Would you care?
I would say that you could have invested that, but also a thank you.
You're welcome. I'll drop your gift off later. What? You just sit there and laugh at me. I'm so sad.
And strain my cheekbones.
Oh, strain them like you don't smile at all during the day.
No, that's why they're strained.
Oh my god.
But no, like today, I had no plans for the day other than setting up the software. And then, like at lunch, my boss is like, "Are you able to come help me move boxes?" sure, I was just about to head into the office. And then there's also checks for the condo that needs to be signed, and so she's leaving for um, up north for this next week. So I get to take on that, which I've never done before, so I didn't really know the process. And so I just kind of went and picked up the checks and took them over to one of the board members, and she's very nice. And she just signed them and then went on my way. And of course, we have like a whole bunch of checks to be signed, and they require 2 signatures. Welcome to becoming a manager.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a manager. I'm good.
I have like taken on so many managerial roles. Like, I don't know why I did this to myself. Yet I also question why I don't have more work. So,
You can't have it all, Tegan.
watch me.
A little bit passive aggressive.
Taya was asking me the other day. I can't remember what she said now, but something about all the people that I disliked from elementary and high school, or if I had worried about them, or if I think about them, and I was just like, I don't have time to think or care about them, nor do I see them anymore, and who knows, maybe at some point they can be delivering my pizza.
Please do go on. It's so
Maybe-
interesting.
Maybe they can be delivering my pizza or my $500 sushi.
You ordered $500 sushi?
No, I was just thinking, because I said pizza to her, and then I was like, well, pizza's not that expensive unless you get, like, something with a fancy crust or whatever. So then I was like, maybe $500 worth of sushi would be fine.
I wonder how much sushi $500.
Well, now I want to...
I want sushi now.
You're welcome.
I've also kind of like thought about that, but more like when I am in my classes and stuff, you know, I look at people that like I've known for all of elementary school and like high school and stuff, and I'm like, wow, I'm like never gonna talk to you again or see you. Like, you're not someone that I'm gonna stay in contact with. And some people, even some people, I'm like, oh wow, like you've bothered me my entire life. You have been a constant pain in my butt, and I'm never gonna see you again. I'm never gonna have to like, I don't even have to talk about you if I don't want to. It's very weird to think about.
Yeah?
And then I go back to hating them 2 minutes later because they're throwing Lego across the classroom, and we're 17. And yes, that did happen.
Were they boys?
And yes, the sub did write passive-aggressive things on the board. And yes, I felt like I was in kindergarten again, thinking, I'm in grade 12. What am I doing here?
Were they boys?
They were, in fact, of the male species.
That explains it all.
Yeah.
They have a gold platter. So I
You
would
could
just need... Yes.
You could probably buy some, like, fancy sushi with, like, some really expensive fish on it. That can easily get you, like, a couple $100.
Well, this one, a platinum platter with fatty tuna, medium fatty tuna, salmon, amberjack, sea bream, king crab, scallop, sweet shrimp, salmon roe, and sea urchins that feeds 3 to 4 people is $165. So I'd need like 3 of those. Maybe 4, just to top it off.
If you go to Vancouver or some big city, it would be even more than that.
Let's go to Toronto. Actually,
Okay.
scratch that. Let's go to LA.
Oh, okay.
I want to go.
I also would like to go.
Then it's settled. We're leaving.
Let's get out of here. What? I want to sit on the beach somewhere warm, eating food. Anything but here. Anytime but now.
Oh, so you like being here now?
Take that back.
Yeah,
Kidding
I mean,
ish.
my want at the moment is chocolate and ice cream. So,
Okay. That's great.
that's doable. Your beachy vibes and all that, less.
Less doable, I know. But still a solid want.
That it is.
Wish I had a hot tub. Maybe I should take a bath.
There's an idea. I had a hot tub and a pool. And a massive backyard. And a big house. Now I'm back in Regina.
Sorry, what? What secret life are you living?
Oh, you know, a former lifetime. We lived in White City. We had not an acreage, but it was a massive lot, and it was a corner lot, so there was tons of grass, and it was a big house, and we had 2 garages, one giant shed, a big dog run, massive playset, a pool, and a hot tub. And now I live in Regina. And the walls are falling apart as we speak. Because somebody decided that it would be a good idea to live on sand and build houses in sand and gumbo. Probably a man. So, welcome to Regina.
I just died a little on the inside.
From what?
I don't know. It was bring anything but a backpack day today at school.
So
course,
you
I
brought
didn't-
a baby?
No, yeah, yeah. But like Sydney brought a suitcase. My friend Ezra brought a tool belt. There were people with pots and shelving units, and and there was someone with a shopping cart and coolers. And
How do you hold school supplies in a belt?
no, like a tool belt, like that had like compartments and stuff.
I repeat.
What are you talking about?
How can you hold things in a tool belt? Like, you have to hold paper. I can see pencils and things, but like, I
Okay,
assume
like-
that not everybody has transitioned to using Word and everything every single day.
Okay, like a tool belt that then has like pockets that hang out of it, like little compartments to put stuff in.
So you fold the paper?
Oh my god. He literally didn't even bring any paper. He brought a container of popcorn and put it in the tool belt. He literally didn't even have school supplies. He just had food in his tool belt.
How's that practical?
Oh my god. You're so annoying. Not everything has to be practical, Tegan. It was just funny.
Mhm. Did the people with pails also fill their pails with popcorn?
No. Why in the world would you do that? They put their school supplies in it. Like their textbooks that nobody uses and the paper that nobody uses and all the pencils that we carry but never use and that one calculator that we used once in math class.
And you spent
just kidding.
$400 on?
I'm kidding. I use that calculator every day of my life. Yeah. Except for on Saturdays and Sundays.
You're not, like, doing massive calculations on your days off?
Actually, that's not even true. I do chemistry homework on the weekend. But you know, I had this really important lab. This really complex solution mixing, potion exploding lab, and I had a baby.
That was your solution?
And someone tripped over my baby, and it scared me a lot. And then he almost did it again. And I had to stand over my baby, hovering over it so that he wouldn't trip over it, because he did almost every single time. So of course I barely paid attention to this really important lab that now I don't understand. And I have a test. And I don't know what I'm doing.
So, what is this lab teaching you? Like, are you going to go out and buy all the supplies and make this solution at home?
No, because I don't have thousands of dollars worth of science equipment.
Then what is the point?
Of what?
This lab.
It's about double displacement reactions. I'm sure you don't even know what that means.
In simplified English, please.
It's about mixing solutions together and making a solid. And then measuring how much of one solution would you need to mix into the other solution to form this solid. Which, by the way, was sparkles. So the end was a sparkly solution, and it was so pretty.
I don't have words.
Okay, and?
So you took two liquids and made a solid, is what you're telling me.
Well, it didn't turn into a rock, no.
But
You
you
took,
made
like-
solid sparkles
Yes.
from two liquids.
Yes. Two solutions plus water. Like two clear solutions plus you added water, so.
So 3 clear solutions.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh no, that's biology. Never mind. I had a thought. And then I realized that that thought doesn't apply.
Great. Cool. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was great. I totally missed out on... I skipped the most important lab of the whole year. And while I was in the lab taking care of my baby who needed to be fed